Greetings all and welcome back to Vulpecula Media. I am here again in The Witcher 3. So, if you joined us last time, you'll know we've just spoken to the Nilfgaardian officer, and he has told us basically where to go.
Looking for trouble?
No, I'm not looking for trouble at all. He's told us where to go so that we can sort out this griffin and move along. This is not the way out. Well, alright then. So, first of all, I'm going to apologise if I cough throughout the recording. I don't have the Rona. I swear. I'm just a little under the weather. Oh, that was lucky. Right. So, let's just get on to some flat dry land. And let's have a look at where we're going. So here. Okay. Alrighty. So let's swim across here, get to that signpost. We'll go to Wosong Bridge. And then we'll be on our way. Oh, I just completely overshot the sign. Okay. Is it closer at Wosong or is it closer to the abandoned village? It's pretty much equidistant. We'll go Wosong. Yeah, sorry if I'm a bit croakier than normal. It's a blend of the weather changing and having a smoker's cough. But I do acknowledge it's unpleasant, so just appreciate you bearing with me. Okay. Alright. Presume this is the hunter's place. Yeah.
Anyone home? Must be out hunting.
Oh, good. More hide and seek stuff.
Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
Okay. It's interesting because in the books, obviously, the games are kind of history repeating themselves kind of thing, but in the books it's mostly Geralt either on the run with Ciri or looking for her.
You, Mislav? Shh. Hear that? Wolves? No. Wild dogs. Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
I don't know about that. Have you seen how overpowered wolves are?
Dogs more dangerous than wolves? Don't think so.
It's the truth. Know why?
No, but I guess you're about to tell me.
Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport.
Just like humans.
Valid.
Aye. They've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too?
God damn. It's deep.
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village.
No, these are contact lenses.
I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Well, I wouldn't use silver, so why not?
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now?
Since the war started. Soldier on the march. He'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their spines, cut too late. Attacked another one.
Sorry to cut you off there, my dude. Yeah, what I was saying before was how it's sort of Geralt either on the run or tracking Ciri exclusively. You don't see much of him tracking monsters or tracking in general, I guess.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
If you just heard a high-pitched squeak, I'm not sure if that will be picked up on the audio. That wasn't me just winding you guys up and trying to drink my beer, but bottle's a weird shape. Right, Nilfgaardians, where'd you find them? Before what? Before what?
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
That's cool. I'm a freak too.
I'm a freak too.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse that...
The Lord's son, Florian, and I... we loved each other. Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
Wow. I must not have picked that dialogue route the first time. That sucks, man. That sucks. The Slavic states, of which this is based on, loosely, they've always been kind of hard on homosexuality, so that sucks.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now. I was to show you where I found the Nilfgaardians. Come.
Oh, that reminds
Griffin,
me.
Know anything about it?
Oh, not much. It's not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
As I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted, I was a bit naughty and did a little bit of a respec, because as I was playing through parts 1 and 2 of this episode of White Orchard, I realised I wasn't actually, due to the whole hyper-realistic combat, I wasn't getting enough time to get in strong attacks. So I've cut out the strong attacks and put in some more defensive measures. I previously mentioned, if you've seen the combat video, not the combat video, the come on, man, what are you trying to say? Get to the point. If you've seen the build video, where I discuss how I came to this build as a conclusion, I mentioned not using fleet-footed because if you dodge wrong, you still get hurt. But to mimic Geralt's resistance, you know, he's a more resilient person because of his witcher mutations. I've bumped fleet-footed from nothing to 4, so that we still take damage, it's just reduced. And that might help us handle the 1-2 shots from wolves and neckers and things that attack in groups. I moved resolve down to 4 out of 5 because we are a witcher. Our mutations do make us more receptive to hormones such as adrenaline, but we aren't immune to getting slapped about. and we aren't immune to being sort of stopped in our tracks by a stronger opponent. However, I've made up for that with Razor Focus. Now, previously, I saw Razor Focus as like implying that Geralt has this sort of berserk mode by instantly gaining 1 adrenaline point. But actually, if you swap perspectives on that, the main draw of Razor Focus is that your adrenaline points are increased in generation. So you get 25% more adrenaline for each sword blow, which ties into the same reasoning behind Resolve. And the instantly gaining 1 adrenaline point you can sort of apply to that reasoning as well. So, you know, he's a Witcher. His adrenaline response is faster and more synergistic, I guess. But yeah, we've dropped our strong attack column out. We're still using Delusion. And we're using Heightened Tolerance still, but I've dropped it from 5 to 4. So it's only 95% because Geralt can still overdose in the books. It's still possible. Like, taking too many potions can put a Witcher out on his back for a while. So I figured that was the appropriate, realistic thing to do. And it makes me feel a little less guilty for now having the power up from Fleet-Footed and the like. And that's that. Right, back to the story. Where are we going, Miss Love? Ooh, a bear. Oh, yes. The infamous blocking tree. Because a man with his sword drawn can't move around a tree. It's well known.
'Twas here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
Well, thank you for your concern, but I'll be fine.
I'll be fine. Not the first griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
Well, that was nice to meet, Miss Love.
Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them. Ground's black, saturated with blood.
Can I examine this? Thank you.
A camp.
What else am I looking for? These tracks.
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
We drop down into the trench. Take these. And that, I guess. And we go looking. Well, no sign of anything that way. Any signs of anything this way? Other than whatever that is waiting in the bushes to do me some damage. Oh, it's my buddy the wolf. So much easier now that we don't get smacked mid-dodge for so much damage. Oh, I should also mention that I rearranged my potions a bit, so when you start the game, you actually only start knowing 4 potions, which is Swallow, White Honey, Tawny Owl, Tawny Ale you have already made up for you. The other two you have to brew. And Cat, which is useless in combat, so I swapped out for Blizzard, which, if my adrenaline's up, gives me basically free sign spam. And that's heckin' useful, guys, because this Geralt, in all of his book realism, doesn't have very strong signs at all. Alright, so... Ah, I see. No, I'm back on the wrong side of the bridge. God damn it. That's better. Right. Let's retrace these steps. Do you know how I said that White Orchard is kind of a tutorial area? You couldn't jump in the previous Witcher games, and I feel like this little bit here is like, look, you can climb ledges and jump. In fact, you have to.
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least.
Oh, no.
Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other griffin must be a male.
Examine the wounds.
Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age.
Nice knowledge, dude.
Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Done all I could. Should talk to Vesemir.
Well, we should, but also I want to go see Tamira, don't I? Apparently not. Okay, sure. Alright. Where's my horse? Hey, hey. Good sir. Okay, so when I went looking for the places of power,
Magic.
I
A
was
place of power.
literally moments, like a few steps away from the nest. God damn it. This is what you get for being unobservant, especially with a game as like, deeply holistic as The Witcher 3.
It's raining, it's pouring, Emperor Mir snoring.
Will you raise a glass with me?
Kings do the fighting.
This is one of, I guess, the lacking areas of the game. Just as an observation, I know that I want to talk more about the books,
What
but
kind of name is that anyway? Dervin.
the NPC conversations in at least White Orchard and some of the earlier areas are really really fixed, which is fair. That's more detailed than many other games NPCs. But considering The Witcher has a world that carries on regardless of you, which is one of its appeals, like for instance Vesemir just stopped to talk to this peasant. It is jarring when you hear somebody saying the same thing again and again and again.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of the Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two witches? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Got some buckthorn already.
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
And that's
More
why
like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss. Standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
that's cute. God damn. Immediately forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, that's why we're not seeing Tamira, is I already had buckthorn in my inventory.
Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse. Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
If you look closely at Vesemir's character model, you'll notice that the pommels of his silver and steel sword are the wrong way round.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already, other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
Awesome. It's a shame though, because Tamira is one of the NPCs I really like.
Fighting.
Lad went missing one day, so
Oh, Bram, do I have stuff you want to buy?
Greetings.
Let me have a look at your stock.
Oh. That's alright, I'll buy all his stuff off him. When I'm selling my stuff, it's not about the acquisition of, like, coin, unless I'm on a mission to do something.
Take care.
It's more about
what to do with it? What did the folk
breaking
do?
even while having something more useful than whatever I'm carrying. Oh god, I really hope the audio on this recording is okay. Not full of me making gross noises.
A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
We can start.
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Foreshadowing.
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
More foreshadowing.
Hear that?
Here we come.
It's
First
close.
boss fight.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
I have no idea how this scales
Take
either.
this.
Like, I know that the general rule of thumb is 30 levels.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
Took you for a traditionalist because witches don't use crossbows. Well, not wolf witches.
A witcher with a crossbow. We breaking with tradition?
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill.
I'll try and do it without it.
Watch out!
Oh, it's a hybrid, isn't it? So we're gonna want some oil up in this mother.
That's for this shit. It's about to dive.
Is it? Because it didn't. No. Oh, wow. Nice. I didn't have a Scooby-Doo where all my health just went. Because that first time he clipped me didn't hurt so much. So, we'll go on there.
Hear that? It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Thanks.
Wait. Take this.
Oh, enough.
A crossbow.
Want it in it.
Which, stop.
Sorry, I don't want to skip dialogues, but if I've already
Watch out.
played them and died, then you don't want to see it again.
Stench.
Swap out my oil again. Let's just bomb a load.
It's about to dive.
Oh no! I forgot I remapped my potions, like, where they were on the, Jesus. Right, so it can hit me from just about, like, a foot of distance. Which is interesting to know. Oh, it's so quick! Oh, mate. This is, like, very challenging, and I kind of like it. He really wants me. Okay, so we're gonna back up. I'm gonna pop a white Raffard. Get that down me snout. We're gonna go again. Oh boy.
Damn! It's fast!
It is fast. This is faster than a normal griffin, for sure. I know it's supposed to be a royal griffin, but like loads of them are royal griffins.
Next.
I think that's boss fight plot armor, in fairness. Where's my Ard? Yeah, so that should do well enough to set it off course. About there. Okay.
Don't let it get away!
Pop a white honey. Just to bring my toxicity down. Then snaffle another Rafford. I really don't want to be popping this many potions, but I'm still getting used to quite how much more challenging things are. I'm slowly getting there, but still. No, he's just out of my reach. Come on. Come at me. Come get me again. Please. That's what we wanted.
Shit.
Oh, damn. Griffin knows how to block. Oh boy, that was close. Jeez. That was something.
Not bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
Like what?
For example,
Upward vertical strike. It's too obvious. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
Vesemir, you are something else. Armchair expert. Is there anything cool in this abandoned house? It's an abandoned house I've been to before, don't worry about it. I'm so bad at recognizing where I am in the overworld. What's going on? I'm trying to take the trophy from the griffin. Don't glitch out. Oh, it's because his guts are over here. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Hey-ya!
You alright, my dude? Can't interact with him. Presume that's just the grave of someone he knows, I guess. Oh yes. Sorry, Roach, I forget that you can't move anything bigger than a pebble. Who this? Oh, it's more wolf. Slice and dice. Any more? Any more? Come get me. Oh, they did come get me. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, that is a living warg. There's another warg. I have entered into this under false pretenses. I thought there was a handful of them, and there is an entire pack. Oh, wait, that's the other thing that I respect. I forgot. I also have Whirl now, which I don't really want to use too much because it does leave you half open. But somebody on Reddit was like, it's the closest thing aesthetically to the motion of sword dancing, which is how he's sort of been described in the book as when Geralt's on a roll. He is like a dancer. He's very graceful. Which I guess kind of feeds into the razor focus aspect as well. Like, he's not massively perturbed by fights. Like, he is way more realistic in the books about the likelihood of getting his ass kicked at any point. But that said, he is fairly confident and has these motions that he goes through are choreographed. Like, he knows every step. So yeah, we have Whirl now.
What the hell is this?
Right.
You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you'll never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
No, no, no! By the gods, no!
What?
Guess you've dropped your good uncle act.
It was no act. I extended a hand to these people. They spat on it.
Could it be because it held the sword that killed their loved ones?
Tja, a moralist. And what would you do in my stead?
Wouldn't ever be in your stead.
Tell me why you've come.
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? under my nose, might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the griffin. Tit for tat.
You're a tit.
Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
I took the coin because he's not going to change his mind about whipping the dude if I don't take the coin. And I'm pretty sure that Geralt in the book would take the coin as well, because, like, with that coin he can... Did I just ban us to surf? I don't know. Yeah, with that coin he can actually, you know, affect some change, which would be nice. What is it about this signpost? I keep overshooting it. Cool. Right. Let's talk to Vesemia.
Told me about the Smith's boy. Lad went missing one day.
These those plums are wreaking havoc on my gut.
Started poking him, asking.
The NPC that talks about the plums, like, screwing with her stomach makes me laugh so much. And it's just because toilet humor's always good.
Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around. Trouble brewing.
Well, then it's time to go.
Time we were on our way.
Mm-hmm. I'll buy some provisions for the journey. Then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it. Just this once.
What happened to the lilies?
Took him down.
Took 'em down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to my sister attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt! Leave me be!
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You alright?
They say witches steal young'uns. That true? What the Emperor promise you freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere.
Oh, good.
And neither are you.
They won't back down now.
I can see that.
I love the photography direction in this.
We're bigger, lads! Bigger!
I was cocky and assuming that I had all my health back. Oh, that was nice. 2 in 1. Banging.
How long you gonna make me wait?
A foolish miscalculation.
It's alright. It's over.
Leave me be! Get away!
See his face! God save us!
Be gone. And don't ever come back.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
That brawl, we didn't start it.
Ugh. My waifu.
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Sorry. Wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
Spent the last 6 months in the saddle. Haven't seen you for 2 years. Can't we take a moment to...
Sadly, we cannot. Someone awaits you, Geralt. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse?
I didn't, though I could have.
Must have been a damn good offer then. Not many things you'd give up your freedom for, and even fewer people.
The sooner we set off, the sooner you'll find out.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
How's your horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
Look how happy Geralt is. Look at his smile.
You know, had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then?
Oh no.
Ride now!
Go hell!
Yennefer, how big?
We shall talk of this tomorrow, all right? After the audience.
You probably thought I was saying, "Oh no," at the Wild Hunt appearing, but I was actually saying it about how badly the
near White Orchard.
the hair animation was.
The sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years.
I turned off Hairworks, I think, or I switched it down. last
After many trials and
last recording
tribulations,
session
Geralt
because
finally learned that Yen was
I
in
process
nearby
video in the
Zima.
background while I'm playing, and that can really throttle the performance. So I turned it off, but I didn't realise that's how it would animate hair in the wind. It's awful.
It must suffice.
Thinkamere cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair. Cletwin, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to half an inch.
Geralt at this point would be gagging for a shave, actually. I'm not gonna... It's tight, because Geralt would definitely be like, I'm gonna screw with this pompous Nilfgaard a-hole, but at the same time, he would probably just agree to a free shave, because Geralt hates facial hair in the books. Or his own, anyway.
Fine. Then what? Gonna do my nails too?
If time permits. Sadly, the day is short, while the list of hygienic and cosmetic treatments that the gentleman should undergo is really rather long.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
And prepare to answer some questions.
Oh, it's this dude.
General, I am not certain this is the appropriate time.
I can't think of a better time. Men turn honest when they feel a blade at their throat. Morvran Vuris, commander of the Alba Division. Before they take you in to see the Emperor, Witcher, there's some information I need you to verify. It's a formality, but one that must be seen to.
Sure. Paperwork's gotta be in order.
So, Geralt of Rivia. Place of birth unknown. Parents unknown. Age unknown. All insignificant details. Let us proceed to more recent events. The siege of La Valette Castle. The fate of the defending commander, one Arian.
I spared his life.
We fought on opposing sides, true. Then we landed in the same dungeon. Arian escaped, set fire to the castle on his way out.
So that is how the blade started. Our reports suggested the dragon was responsible. Moving on. You then found shelter in charming Flotsam, and from there made your way to Vergen. My question is how?
I'm gonna say Roach, but I have not, by my own admission, played The Witcher 2. If anybody has imported a save and is watching this, please leave a comment telling me if this just runs through smoothly, because this is obviously the part where you actively emulate your save. Yeah, I would have gone with Roach, because reading the books, you understand how not only cruel but stupid the Scoia'tael are, which I'll get into, I'm sure, a bit later when they come up again. Also, don't think I haven't noticed that Matey Boy here's animation is really, really jussery. It's slightly out of sync. I will do some investigation in a minute as to why my computer is doing that to him.
I got out of Flotsam with Vernon Roach, commander of the Blue Stripes, and...
A murderer of non-humans. We know this gentleman well, Witcher. You forge interesting alliances.
Something tells me my most interesting is yet to come. Go on, next question, before my beard grows back in.
We shall shave you again if it does. Very well. The infamous summit at Loch Muin. You were there. And once again meddled in the affairs of the mighty.
Anyone else, by the way, who hasn't played The Witcher 2, go watch Joseph Anderson's videos, because that's how I know what's going on, and what he's referring to. And I'm going to say I had to save Triss.
The mighty had imprisoned Triss Marigold. Ought to know I care about her, and I tend to rescue those I care about.
And so you did, handing Radovid control of the Conclave and Council of Mages in the process.
Nilfgaard recently started a war, unprovoked. So do us both a favor and stop moralizing.
The gentleman must sit still. I'm almost done.
I'm afraid I might find that difficult. Because, from what I know, shortly afterwards you watched a defective megascope blow your friend Sheila de Tanserville to bits.
She got what's coming to her.
An old acquaintance, more like. Not so close that I felt bad for her, but close enough that I knew she deserved it.
He believes he alone knows what is good and what is evil, and that this gives him the right to dispense justice. Your comrade Letho of Gullet described you so. Quite accurate, I'd say.
My comrade, your agent.
Well, national interest calls on one to forge difficult alliances at times. Alliances with witches included.
I would spare Letho because he is a simple puppet. However, I had not watched Joseph Anderson's video the first time I played this through, and thus didn't know what went on with Letho. So I was like, yeah, I killed Letho because I'm a badass witcher. And then I realised that I meant I had one less mate at Kaer Morhen. Probably a better mate than any of the other people you recruit, other than maybe Triss. So yeah.
That an ongoing alliance? What's Letho up to?
I had hoped you would answer that question.
Ah, so Letho's hiding from you. Must have a good reason. Was there a shift in national interest that might have caused that? I don't know where he is. Wouldn't tell you if I did anyway. Blade or no blade to my throat.
I believe that is all. Your signature, please, affirming you stated the whole truth and nothing but the truth on pain of imprisonment or death, etc., etc. Here and here.
With these formalities seen to, I would ask the general to leave the room. We shall be choosing the gentleman's attire. An important matter, but one that does not require the general's assistance.
Shame. I might have given you some advice. So long, Geralt. Good luck with your audience.
I love that dude. I really do. I think he's a great character. I think, as well, if Radovid wins the war, he becomes Emperor, sorry.
Feels more like I'm being readied for a wedding.
Were that so, I would have prepared the gentleman a frock, a tailcoat, or possibly a dinner jacket. In point of fact, the gentleman will choose from these garments.
Black, black, or black?
We do not like garish colors in Nilfgaard. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
So there's an irony in all this teasing that Geralt's doing of other people not wearing colour. This is such like useless trivia, but he wears whatever he can get his hands on, and normally it comes in black. Like, it's the black jacket that he wears in the second collection of short stories, Sword of Destiny, I think it's called. I say that with uncertainty because I always want to say Season of Storms, but that's Game of Thrones and a worse book. you can leave the dislikes down below for that comment. Yeah, and he wears black gauntlets / gloves throughout pretty much the whole series. So yeah, they've just put this in as like something that Geralt does now, as he picks on people for their fashion choice, but it's largely pointless. I like this one. I do. I like that it's got this paisley Celtic thing going on the waistcoat. Yeah, I like it. I dig it. I like the belts. It's all good. Let's have it. There's something else I wanted to say, and I've forgotten. Oh well.
This might come as news to the gentleman, but the towel wrapped around one's waist.
Ah yes, I have to dress myself. Didn't have to shave myself though. Well, that's quite nice.
It's not fitting attire for an audience. The gentleman will kindly dress.
I like it. I like it. It's good.
Black suits the gentleman. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
A studded doublet and a sword on my back, that's what would satisfy me. But tough, when in Nilfgaard.
Yes?
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough. The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
I love that, because various places in the Witcher universe, as is common with fantasy worlds, are based on real life, and Nilfgaard is kind of based on a mix between the Roman Empire and the Holy Roman Empire. So when in Nilfgaard, do as Nilfgaardian do is a phrase that I think comes up a couple of times across either the games or the books. I can't remember, but I've heard that phrase before, not just in this playthrough. And also the fact that he's just not like feeding into Geralt's sarcasm at all is amazing. Also, the thing that I was going to say is Vesemir, one key difference between, obviously we've said goodbye to him now, we won't see him again till Kaer Morhen, I'm pretty sure, but one key difference is he is not such a sarky git. In the books, he's more matter of fact and I don't know, just a bit fairer, a bit less judgmental. You know, he doesn't like the fact that Geralt's disposition is to claim neutrality and then get embroiled in literally everything. It's like, there's a line in Deadpool that perfectly describes Geralt. I don't take the shits, I just disturb them. That's pretty much Geralt throughout the books. And Vesemir has always been aware of that. He raised him, so there's no need for the sarcasm as much in the books. But yeah, rant over. I'm not a bore, I know how to bow.
I'm not some bore. I know how to bow.
Please, demonstrate. That, sir, is how you might bow to a whore on a street corner, not to the Emperor of Nilfgaard. Please watch. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
I wasn't listening. I was off in my own head thinking about the books. You say right leg forward, left hand on chest? No, that's the wrong way.
Wrong, wrong, wrong. Once more. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse. Lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less of Nordlings. Come with me.
This is the other thing, they've leaned into this Thanks, dude, for barging me. Yeah.
The gentleman will address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate title.
Your Arch-Magnificency?
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect.
I was about to get mad for interrupting me, but that was a brilliant little exchange. I don't understand why in the games they went for this whole noble, savage approach, because Geralt is described as deeply graceful in the books, so much that people mistake him for an elf.
Nes hen es gwyn.
So, I don't really understand why they've played him up to be such an uneducated fool, when actually his wits abound in the novels. And he's very graceful indeed.
Imgrimi et art ketzer. Duifen aden in karn eb marvoet. Emir var emreis. Bow.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer ep do orde.
Evelian namen, vatgen favort.
I can't tell if the language is more Dutch or German, because I know they're based on...
I thought you bowed before no man.
Didn't want to disappoint the Chamberlain. We're friends.
Yeah, I know that they're, like I said, based on the Holy Roman Empire, so...
Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
I would think it was
German.
German.
My daughter Cyrilla, she's returned. And she's in danger. The Wild Hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
Are you sure? Ciri left. Went far, far away.
Do you believe I drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be. I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire, in fact. Yennefer will do that after the audience.
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always.
Foreshadowing.
Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless. If for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
That's a lie.
Save your generosity for those whose homes your armies have razed. I'll do it for Ciri, not for your gold.
Your motives do not interest me. Only results. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid! Take him to the sorceress.
So, Geralt is kinda insolent, but he would have bowed because he doesn't like the idea of having his head chopped off.
Follow me, if the gentleman pleases. Please keep close. There are many honorable guests in the palace, whom the gentleman...
disgusts.
...need not bother.
Yeah, as I was saying, I don't want to speak over cutscenes, but when I start, I find myself struggling to stop the ramble. Yeah, I can't tell if the language is more based...
It's past noon. Calm yourself.
Fam, shut up.
What? Do you know who you're talking to, soldier? I'm Herivard II, Prince of Elandil.
Don't give
Not only
a
am I
crap.
made to wait
Let
here
me
like some
commentate, goddammit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the names will come up more Dutch than anything else, but I think they're meant to be pseudo-German, maybe cut with a bit of Welsh. because Welsh is one of those languages that, oh god, sorry, they use in fantasy because it looks otherworldly, because it's got mutations in it. So basically, if I understand it correctly, the last letter in the final syllable of the word.
Once the gentleman is done, he should see me to retrieve his possessions.
Shut your goddamn mouth, man! I'm giving a linguistics lesson. Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, it's the last syllable of the last word. Certain letters, if they're present, change the letters in the next word, which is called a mutation, which is why people use it a lot for fantasy basis, because it looks otherworldly. So I feel like their language is Germano-Dutch with a Welsh twist.
But the Church of the Eternal Fire and the criminal underworld. At times it is difficult to tell the one from the other. They both display a similar ruthlessness and cynicism that...
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
You know what? I'll write the report myself. You'll need only prepare a clean draft. In triplicate.
A shame I have no time.
Var Atra. Why do I know the name Var Atra?
Geralt, that tunic. You look positively smashing.
Dying to take it off.
I'd consider that a proposition under different circumstances. One I might even take you up on. But we've matters to attend to. Now do you understand why I'm at Emir's court?
And seems we're in the same boat now. Ciri, she's really back? No chance he's mistaken?
Look, that's more or less what she looks like now. Or so our agents claim. Our little witch has grown into a young lady.
So they're our agents now? My, you've clearly settled in quick.
Geralt, don't twist my words. I know who Emir is. He started this war and its bloodshed. He had my friends killed. But I haven't any other choice. So please, let's not belabor the pros and cons and instead focus on finding Ciri. All right?
Right. Emir said the Wild Hunt's after her. I'd find that hard to believe before what happened yesterday. How did they track us down?
Because of me. You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri, using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything, really. I knew the Wild Hunt might sense it, perhaps even find me, but I thought I'd tricked them.
Well, guess you were wrong.
I've sensed them on my trail, hunting me, for some time. If not for you and Emir's soldiers, they'd have gotten what they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods. To the best tracker I know. You must find her, Geralt, before the Wild Hunt does.
Well, flattery will get you everywhere.
The Wild Hunt? What could it want from Ciri?
I've no clue, Geralt. Might have written them to ask, but I don't have their address. I know as much as you do. It must be about her blood. Her gift. As for what the Hunt wishes to do with that gift, I'd prefer not to think about it, really.
So where's Ciri been seen, exactly?
In two places. Velen and Novigrad. The trail in Velen is most promising. You should make that your first stop. Ask for a merchant named Hendrik at the inn at the crossroads. One of the Emperor's agents. He should get in touch with you.
That's it? No passwords, secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun. Your boyhood fantasies about the crafts of the trade. All we have in Novigrad are unconformed reports, rumors. But there you will have the help of our mutual acquaintance. Triss Merigold. Apparently she's got a cozy flat on the main square.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me. What about you? What will you do?
I shall sail for Skellige. There was a magic explosion there recently, blew half a forest down. I believe this had something to do with Ciri. I'll be in Caer Trold. Join me there once you've learned something.
One thing before we go. Why didn't you contact me? Didn't need me? Didn't even want to see me?
I didn't want to spoil things. I'd heard you and Triss made a great couple.
Yen, I'd lost my memory.
Really? That's your excuse? Let's drop it, all right? It's not what you think, or it helped me understand how much I love you. I don't wish to hear it. Any of it.
Oh, it stings. It stings. Because Yen is just so much smarter than the writers are.
Guess this means we need to split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So why don't I teleport you to Velen, get you there at once?
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback, as soon as I can get changed.
Have it your way? Oh, and you really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Think so? Maybe I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Varatra. That's him over there. And Geralt, I know it's wartime, but try not to be a hero, all right? Just check those leads and come back to me, in one piece. I shall be waiting.
How can you not be Team Yen? God damn it. Because people are all like, oh, watching Bay walk away. So painful. Like, people are always like, oh yeah, but for those that just played the game, you know, Triss was there, we had 2 games with her, she's kind and fun, and Yen's all sarcastic and treats you bad, and it's like, well, no, because actually the devs used Triss as a fill-in for Yennefer in the first game, and she was an utter bitch, like, without fail, an utter bitch. In the second game, yeah, I see it, I see the appeal, okay, whatever, you know, but that is ignoring if you went with Shani in the first game, and then, like, by the third game, she's just wish fulfillment. I don't understand the appeal, guys. I don't. Like, I like a redhead with a big rack as much as the next neckbeard in the basement, but at the same time, like, what's the appeal? Someone explain it to me. Actually, no, don't explain it to me, because Reddit already tried and Reddit failed, so. Also, check out these phallic tubes, bruh. Right, let's go towards this Varatra guy.
Ambassador Varatra? Yennefer suggested I ask you about current events, the war and so on.
Of course. The Emperor's servants should keep no secrets from each other.
Ooh.
If you will, let us approach the map.
That hurts. Being called the Emperor's servant.
How's the war going? I mean, apart from the fact that Nilfgaard's triumph is imminent.
I assume this to be a private conversation. We've no witnesses, so let's dispense with the propaganda, even that shrouded in irony. Our offensive was going splendidly until winter came. Edirn was in such disarray that we encountered no resistance. We had reached the Pontar before the first snows. Only a weakened Kedwin remained, and Radovid's Redania, which had ignored the rest of the North's pleas for help. We thought they'd sue for peace, perhaps even submit to vassalization. We waited for spring, certain of victory.
Radovid? Submit?
Yes, a vain hope, I agree. Radovid sent no peace envoys, nor did he advance on our positions. Instead, he trudged over the snow-bound Kestrel Mountains and attacked Kedwen, his ally. This attack took the Kedweni by surprise. They were still mourning the loss of their king. Rudderless and dejected, they laid down their arms after a few lost skirmishes and joined Radovid. And so by spring, instead of 2 weak enemies, we had only one powerful one.
Damn. Cadwen is where Kaer Morhen is, by the way, which is why Vesemir was all like, gotta go up and make sure nobody can find us.
That admiration I hear in your voice?
Radovid is our foe, but I cannot deny he is clever. He played us for fools, particularly dense ones at that. Returning to the war, this spring there was a massive battle in the marshes of Velen. Massive, yet indecisive. Both sides suffered enormous losses, unprecedented even. Radovid has retreated across the Pontar. He's safe for now, until reinforcements arrive from the south. Then Emperor Emir var Emrys will deal with him once and for all.
Couldn't you just go home? Save everyone a lot of marching, not to mention a few human lives.
I'm afraid the stakes are too high to fold now. We can only go all in.
Alrighty.
How do things look in Velen?
As bad as ever, perhaps worse. This land never flowed with milk and honey, and now it flows with blood. Armies have swept through it several times, trampling fields, looting granaries, burning villages. Famine grips the populace.
So how's ruling that earthly paradise going for you?
Not well, to be honest. Our forces are spread thin as it is, and Velen is chiefly swampy forests that are difficult to control. We've had several patrols never return to their camps.
Guerrilla territory.
Thus, we've temporarily delegated authority in this region to a certain Nordling, a former low-ranking officer in the Temerian army, one Philip Strenger, better known by his nom de guerre, the Bloody Baron. I advise you well. Avoid him.
Foreshadowing.
Any news from Novigrad? Is the free city still free?
Yes, although everyone knows this won't last. Radovid is in Oxenfurt, and the Emperor is here in Vizima, at Novigrad's doorstep, both. And both require coin and ships. Novigrad can provide these. Which is why the mood in the city is rather, well, on edge.
Meaning?
How do men deal with fear? They seek reassurance and scapegoats. The Church of the Eternal Fire understands this perfectly, and so it promises to improve the lives of its flock by pointing out the guilty. Who started the war? Who profits from it? Why, it's obvious. Mages, elves, dwarves, in a word, any and all deviants. I've been stationed in Novigrad for 13 years. First as a consul, then as ambassador. I've seen a great deal. Cruelty, cynicism, greed. But what is happening there now concerns me greatly.
What's sad is that is a genuine thing that governments do. They take advantage of people's fear and manipulate it so that people are more comfortable with wars that were going to happen anyway, because they've already vilified the enemy. Traj, let's find out what's happening in Skellige.
What's new in Skellige?
Nothing. The islanders pride themselves on that, don't they? Doing everything according to tradition, as their forefathers did. And like their forefathers, they quarrel with each other, pillage, occasionally attack our transports. This is cumbersome, but nothing more. Skellige has always been a footnote to history, and so it shall remain.
Sound awfully confident. What if King Bran manages to unite the Jarls? Lead all the clans against your fleet?
King Bran is a feeble old man. From what I know, he barely remembers the names of his own vassals. Uniting all might prove difficult.
Right. Well, maybe that's why I remember the name Varatra, but either way, I like the cut of his jib. What a great guy. Let's go.
Thanks for your help.
Think nothing of it. May the great sun light your path.
That's dope as well. Mixing the Novigrad? No, the Nilfgaardian sun worship. Mixing it with... Oh shit, sorry dude. I didn't mean to push you like that. Oh dude. Sorry man. Sorry. Yeah, mixing the Nilfgaardian sun worship with the farewell and good luck on your path.
How might I serve the gentleman?
By returning my things.
Citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
Thanks, bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
Mate, that's just good laundering advice. What? How is there a quest in the middle?
One false move and you will regret it.
Right, well we'll deal with that later. I'm going to end the part for today here, because I feel like it's the end of that episode. We're now doing the Nilfgaardian connection, so that's episode 1 complete. Thanks for watching, guys. Give it a like if you liked it. If you disliked it, at least let me know why, and subscribe for more, because there's always going to be more. See you in the next one. Bye.